Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another general reading for you. As it is a general reading, it may or may not resonate for everybody, and you may find that not all of it resonates with you, and only bits of it do. That's absolutely fine. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. It is a timeless message, so whenever you come across this message, there should be a message for you. Okay, so let's take a look and see what the message coming through from Spirit is today. Okay, a higher view. Okay, on the bottom of the deck we have the power of purpose. Okay, this could be something to do with your purpose, or your purpose in the world, or the way you feel within a situation. I'm picking up on your position within something. Okay, maybe you feel like your position I want to try and be a bit careful about how I put this, but sometimes you just have to say it as it is. I feel like you're putting too much value on your position in someone's life. Okay, there's an element of, or you have done. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Either you're doing this now or you have done it. You see yourself as, with the bird, I want to hear that you should be I'm hearing like, I should be at the top of the pecking order, or I've gone down the pecking order, something along those lines. Like your position within someone's life or in a situation. This could be at work, this could be at home. Your position has changed, or something's come in and you've gone, like I say, down the pecking order. I just feel like something's changed. I also feeling with this, I'm being drawn to the cogs. I'm not quite sure what the relevance is just yet, but in the middle it's like a target and there's an arrow through the middle. I feel like you feel attacked, or something to do with an attack. Either you're being attacked, or this is how it feels to you, by others, but you're needing to see it from a higher perspective, or you are the one doing the attacking, possibly because you're upset because you overvalued. I wouldn't say you overvalued. There is an element here about you don't feel someone cares as much for you as they say they do. Okay? And what I'm hearing is that's not true. I don't want to invalidate your feelings. You just need to see this from a higher perspective. It's not that they don't value you. It's just that something changed. Something changed. And I feel that maybe, now ego can go two ways. It can go, ego can make us feel like we're not worthy, or it can make us feel like the world revolves around us, and it can make us feel entitled. There's an element here of what, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm picking up on an element of entitlement and a sense of, within a personal situation, you're feeling like, because of who you are, that entitles you to certain things where other people and situations are concerned. Possibly you feel entitled to somebody, possibly maybe you put somebody on a pedestal, okay? If that doesn't resonate for you, then you had somebody on a pedestal, and something's changed and your view of that person has changed, okay? But there's a sense of, I'm being drawn to the lady, she's on an owl. Now, owls represent wisdom and intuition, and I feel like there was a sense of entitlement to somebody's spiritual abilities or that side of them. Let's get some clarifiers. Or maybe somebody felt entitled to your spirituality and you... So take it as it resonates. Either somebody felt entitled to you or you felt entitled to somebody else, okay? But what I'm sensing here is that somebody realised that they were being taken for granted and they changed. They... It's like the cogs, okay, the cogs turning. The cogs started turning and they started seeing this from another perspective, seeing something or someone differently, okay? But there's a sense of either someone felt entitled to you or you felt entitled to somebody else, specifically potentially someone's spiritual abilities, and as a result, whoever was felt entitled to this person's spirituality, I feel like this person realised and put boundaries in place, and that's what arrows come in, and realised what was going on, and they stopped giving you access and they put boundaries in place, effectively cutting you off, maybe without warning, okay? And maybe you feel, if you were the one who got cut off, you feel entitled to some form of communication as to why. I understand you wanting that communication, but you're not entitled to it, okay? Nobody has to give you an explanation as to why they're doing what they're doing, okay? You're also not entitled to anyone or their abilities, and not likewise, no one's entitled to you. So if you're watching on the behalf of, you're not sure why someone's cut you off and you're feeling entitled to an explanation, they don't owe you that. And there's a lesson in that for you. So look at what that's reflecting back at you. If you're somebody that's cut somebody off because you had somebody on a pedestal and you're realising, you're seeing them through fresh eyes and you're realising that they were taking advantage of you, taking you for granted, potentially your status as well, maybe you're quite high up within your community. I am really being drawn to the spiritual community. So potentially you're quite well known or you're quite knowledgeable and people were taking advantage and kind of just trying to use that, and you wised up and cut them off, put boundaries in place. And I can see that wasn't easy for you, okay, because she's on top of the owl, she's using her knowledge and wisdom, she's using her intuition to guide her, but that doesn't mean that following the intuition is easy, and making decisions isn't easy, because there's an element of, I do feel that there's someone you put on a pedestal, and then you realised that they were using you to elevate themselves, and I feel like this really hurt you, and you had to make a decision that was really hard for you and put boundaries in place. Okay, let's get clarification on this, please, Spirit. We have the World, which is very similar to this card. There is something to do here with purpose, learning. I think there's an element of understanding why this person was taking you for granted, understanding that you're hurt by their actions, and you understand it because it's part of your purpose to become more empathetic, and we have a choice to use people to look at situations and people that are using us and taking us for granted, and either learning from that in how not to be towards others, and how not to do that towards yourself. Okay, if someone's doing that to you, they're teaching you, they're showing you where you're doing that to yourself, and I think you understand that. I think you understand that with this wisdom, but that doesn't make it any easier. And I just want to remind you that healing isn't linear. You can think you're done with something and it can come back around again. Okay, but with this World card, again, I feel like this is about a cycle that you had to end, okay, because it was hurting you. I feel like you perhaps were trying to drop hints, just hoping that this person would, or this situation would realise, but it wasn't happening, and you had to put an end to it and put boundaries in place. And I do feel like this has helped raise your vibration. It's kind of a catch-22. It's made you feel happier within yourself. It's brought you back to your peace and your balance, but that doesn't mean it's not equally hard as well. And it's okay to feel both at the same time. Let's get some more information. Because I do just feel whatever this situation was, whichever side of the fence you're on, I feel like, I do feel a sense of somebody was using you to elevate themselves, okay? So while they're raising their vibration, they're draining your energy. People and places and situations want to be around them because they're tapping into your energy, not that other person's, okay? So I feel like by disconnecting yourself, potentially what's happened for the other person is that they've now become isolated, and people don't necessarily want to, I wouldn't say they don't want to be around them, but they don't want to be around them as much, or they don't want to be in their energy as much, because they're realising that this person's quite draining and is vibrating lower. And I feel like now what's happened is that the tables have turned for this person, and they're starting to miss you because they're realising just how much they took you for granted. And I feel the people around them are realizing that you were the one that was bringing the uplifting energy, that you were healing them just by being in your presence. Okay. I do feel that the person that you disconnected from, that was taking advantage, has potentially taken away your purpose. They made you forget who you were. Okay. They may have made you doubt yourself with regards to your abilities, for their own gain. And there was another bit of the message that was going to come through, and now Spirit have blocked me. So I feel like they were blocking you from being in your purpose and reaching your potential. And they may have, once you may have stepped away, or secretly behind your back, they've been I feel like somebody's said or done something behind your back with regards to your, I want to say business. Okay, maybe you have a business and you're self-employed, and somebody was making you have doubts around pursuing that. Whatever this is for you, this is your purpose. It's what you're meant to be doing. So if you're not spiritual, you were spiritually guided. You were being spiritually guided by your intuition, because we all have that anyway. But it's whether or not you want to tap into it via tarot cards or something like that, or like your purpose can, if it makes you happy and you're following your heart's desires and your dreams, that is your purpose. Okay, even if you know you're intuitive, but you don't want to actively use your gifts to help others, you're still helping others by tapping into your purpose. So whatever you're doing, as long as you're doing it for the right reasons and it's making you happy, and it, you know, you are helping people. And I feel like something or someone came in to make you doubt that, so it kind of, you weren't in alignment with your purpose, and it created blocks in your abundance. There's a reason this person did this, or it could be a few people for some of you, a person or a situation. There is a specific reason, and it could be because this is a general reading. I'm not being shown the specific reasons around it, because there's many different reasons for it. If that makes sense. Did that make sense? I don't know. But ultimately what it boils down to is they wanted to see you happy, but they didn't want you to be more successful than them. Okay, because then that created insecurities for them. Let's see if we can get some more information about what this is about. Some of you, this is a spiritual business. For others of you, this isn't. Yeah. Someone attacked you. Okay, someone was attacking you. With the wands, wands to me are about passion and purpose. Inspiration, motivation. Okay, somebody, this to me, I want to say spiritual warfare. Okay, this feels like like somebody was draining your life force. Okay, your life force comes from your sacral chakra, which is linked into your creativity, your purpose, knowing who you are. And I feel like you lost yourself. And then something happened where you ended up just cutting this person off, and with all the wands, all the attacks, everything thrown at you, you built a fence around yourself and put boundaries in place, and here you are, standing your ground, standing behind the fence, like, I know what you did, you're not coming in. I do feel like you know who this is, and I do feel like if you're the person that did this to someone else, they know it was you. They know who you are. Like, whatever side of the fence you're on, if you're the person who cut someone off because someone wasn't right for you, you intuitively know, whether you're saying anything or not, what this situation was, who this person or people were, okay? And that's why you're putting boundaries in place and protecting yourself. If you're watching for someone else because you're not sure why someone's cut you off, it's because they're aware of what you've done. On some level, they might not have all the details, but they know you said or did something to sabotage them. For some of you, this is to do with your reputation. For some of you, this could be to do with a relationship, okay? For some of you, it could even be both. But this person pulled you off your purpose. But I feel like you're not angry because you're aware that if they can pull you off purpose and pull you out of alignment, that's on you for having a lack of boundaries. I feel like you understand that. But at the same time, you're upset that this person did that because you held them in quite high regard and you cared deeply for them, and you're shocked that they could do this to you because you wouldn't do it to them. Yeah, the Magician. Someone manipulated you. Someone manipulated somebody's... I'm being drawn to like this being like a whirlpool and water. And water governs our emotions. Somebody pulled on somebody's heartstrings and manipulated them, emotionally manipulated somebody else for their own gain. And potentially the Magician is ruled by Virgo, which is Mercury. So I am getting some sort of communication, manipulating, so verbally manipulative, manipulating someone's emotions, playing on their guilt, playing the heartstrings, but also potentially not just towards you, like being emotionally manipulative towards you, knowing what words they can use to get you to do what they want you to do, but also using certain words and things to manipulate others against you, okay? I feel like they tried to turn other people against you. Why did they do this? The Magician. Why did they do this? Because this isn't isn't nice. You don't do that to people. The Magician, why are they manipulating? What's this about, Spirit? Can we have more information, please? Okay, yeah. My right ear is ringing, so you might get a download about this at some point, or you might get a download during this reading, this video. I was just going to say, they may have tried to actively manipulate. I did say for some of you this is a relationship, but it doesn't have to be a relationship romantically. They tried to manipulate your reputation, the way people view you, okay? For some of you, they tried to manipulate a romantic partner against you and try and get that person to see you differently, so that you'd split up, so that it would come between your relationship. But they also did this with other relationships. Now, you can have a relationship, it could be friends, family, co-workers, it can be money, your relationship with money, your children. That we have a relationship with everything, okay? So take it as it resonates for you. But it could also be that this person has actively used some form of magic, black magic or voodoo, to turn. I'm really sorry. I'm struggling with this energy. I feel so bad for you. I'm so sorry if you've gone through this. This really isn't nice energy. And I'm really sorry if you've gone through this or you're going through this. But somebody tried to manipulate you and the people around you to turn against you by using black magic, voodoo, witchcraft. And I don't mean the good kind of witchcraft, because, you know, witchcraft, white witches and stuff, you can use it for good, or you can use it for bad. It depends on who you are. I'm really struggling to get this message out. I'm so sorry if this has happened to you. I'm so sorry. You don't deserve this. You really, really don't deserve what this person's done to you. And I'm actually shaking. This person has attacked you on all levels, okay? In all areas of your life. They weren't getting what they wanted from you. You stopped giving them what they wanted. And instead of being grown up about it and communicating with you to sort that out, they've been attacking you spiritually, okay? This can be also in the form of gossip, negative gossip, sending you ill wishes. For some of you, I even feel like they've attacked your health, or they've just been attacking you so much that it's now created a health issue for you. This person knows what they've done, and I feel like you know who this is as well. But they've tried to turn people against you. They've attacked your abundance, your business, or your work, career, whatever it is for you, if you're not self-employed. Money and finances, basically your life purpose, everything, because they were scared. They were trying to control you and manipulate. They've been trying to control and manipulate all your relationships with everybody, because you're happy and you've got the Ten of Cups here. But ultimately because you're happy and you're blessed. and everything was working out for you. You've got everything that they want. And instead of learning from you and realizing that you could help them, they've tried to destroy you, basically. They've tried to bring you down. Ultimately, it hasn't worked because you're very spiritually protected. It may have worked for a period of time, but the divine will have come in and if you didn't put an end to it, the universe will have come in and pushed your hand, so you had no choice. They would have put you in a situation where you had no choice but to end it. But this person's been outright manipulating, possibly using black magic, voodoo, spying on you to stop this. It's not that they don't want you to have it. Like I said, it's not that they don't want you to have it, it's they don't want you to be doing better than them, because if you're doing better than them, it creates that insecurities within them that they're not on purpose and they don't know what they're supposed to be doing. It's that they don't know what they're, because they don't know where they stand now. Something changed for this person. They didn't like it was changing. It wasn't going in the direction they wanted to, and they tried to sabotage you to keep you, okay, where they wanted you, because they were losing control of you and they didn't like it. Okay, I'm going to end the reading here. I'm going to try and end it on a high note. I don't know if I can, to be honest. Just make sure that you're clearing your energy, putting protection in place. If you know where this is coming from, then that's going to help stop it affecting you. But make sure you're clearing your energy and putting protection in place. Okay, do it daily, twice a day, but clear your energy and cut cords before you put that protection in place. Otherwise, you're just trapping yourself in a bubble with all this energy, okay? And you're going to be left feeling drained. So if you're you've been feeling really tired lately and you're not sure why, it's because somebody's like attacking you on some level, okay? Let's get a positive affirmation to try and turn this situation around. Keep your mind positive. There's an element to be you need to be aware of your own thoughts, okay? Because they could be attacking your thoughts. Maybe you've got negative thought forms coming out of nowhere, feeling sad and depressed for no reason, okay? But I feel like if you felt like people were being weird with you and people were disconnecting from you at some point, this is because somebody's been interfering in your relationships, your connections with others. But I do feel like some of you are in a relationship that is divinely connected, that this person tried to put an end to, and it hasn't worked because it is a divine connection, and all because this person wasn't happy with the change of position within your life. They went, like I said, they felt like they'd gone down the pecking order. Maybe they felt like you were choosing other things over them, and they didn't like that, okay? They wanted you to themselves. They didn't want to share you, all right? So just be mindful, and if you are going through this, I'm really sorry, because you don't deserve this. No one deserves anyone to do that. And if I'm honestly, I'm speechless. I really wasn't expecting that to come out in a reading. I do feel that something's changed for the other person, and they are now becoming aware of what they've done, and that there are consequences to their actions. So it may be, as much as I wouldn't wish it on anyone, karma, this is in the hands of karma, and they may be now reaping what they've sown. Okay, and that's why you're abundant and everything is working out for you now, because you cut this person off and you're abundant. And things are coming in for you because you're now reaping what you've sown. All right, so karma works both ways. Depending on what you put out is what you're going to get back. So let's end on an affirmation. And affirmations are positive statements about how you want to be or how you want your life to be. They help maintain a positive mindset, and I really feel that that's going to be beneficial to you right now, is to try and keep a positive mindset. Okay, so can I have an affirmation, please, Spirit? It may also be that because you have that knowledge and wisdom, and that you know that when a negative thought comes in, you know how to turn it into something positive, transmute the negative into the positive, or lower vibrational to higher vibrational, that this is why you were able to see what this person was doing and why, and disconnect yourself. Okay, I feel like this person underestimated your personal power and who you are, and as a result they've messed with somebody who is divine, who carries divine energy. Sorry, I'm being corrected. For some of you, this isn't divine energy, this is sacred energy. You stepped into your sacred energy, and you don't mess with sacred energy, okay? The divine do not look too kindly on that. All right, so remember who you are, raise your vibration, clear and protect your energy daily, and maintain that positive mindset. Okay, let's get an affirmation out, please. Okay, we've got a couple of affirmations. I am unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Absolutely. What you give what you give out is what you're going to receive. You've worked on yourself, you've done the work, you've done the healing, and you're now going to reap what you sow in the form of so much abundance. Okay, this is the 10 of the cups. You can't get any better than that. You've got it all going on for you. I haven't got the 10 of Pentacles here, but I see that if that isn't where you're at, 10 of Pentacles is the happy family, the financial abundance, the stability. If you don't quite have that yet, that is on its way in for you. Okay, but I do feel that this is pointing, this 10 of Cups isn't about necessarily your connections with people outside of you. I feel it's your connection with yourself. Okay, someone tried to isolate you, but ultimately they did you a favor, because you're somebody who can be in their own energy, is aware of themselves, and knows how to use that energy for good. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, the other card that came out was, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Trust and have faith that this situation is being dealt with by spirit. You don't need to do anything else. I feel like you've done all that you can do in this situation. You've now got to let go and trust that God, source, universe, creation, whatever your belief system, has got this in hand. And I do feel that you're reaping your dharma, so your good karma, and whoever has done this to you is now reaping their karma. Okay, and I don't wish that on anyone. Unfortunately, I don't create the rules. I just abide by them to a degree. I am a little bit concerned for this person that's been doing this for you, because they're now going to have to reap all of this. What they've done to you is now going to come back on them, and I can't. That doesn't sit with me, but that's just the way. That's how karma works, unfortunately. And it's not your responsibility. Okay, that person's karma is not your responsibility. Okay, don't understand that you understand where they were coming from, and you're a really good person. You've got great energy, but this person has their own lessons, and you are not responsible for taking that on and taking on that energy. You can hold space for them from a distance whilst they do the healing. Okay, this person has a lot of healing to do, and that's something that you can't do for them. Okay, they have to learn to do it for themselves. All right, so you continue focusing on what it is that you want to attract into your life, keeping your vibration high, protecting your energy, being mindful about who you're sharing this information about your life with. Just make sure you're clearing your energy, protecting, cutting cords, maintaining this, meditate, just keep your vibes high, okay? And then hopefully anything that's being sent your way will be deflected back, okay? Yeah, that's all I've got for you today. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.